So now that we have put all the tokens back in sequence here, but we can see that all the document lengths are different. That is, all documents have a different length, right? But before passing this data to the neural network, we have to make sure that all document lengths are same. Okay? And for that purpose, we will use the concept of pad sequence. Now, in the theory, we have done padding by taking the length of the document, which has the max length, right? But this time we will see a different approach. First of all, I will loop over all the documents present in the train sequence. That is, I will loop over all these documents and I will append their length in a list. So here you can see that we have created an empty list and we are appending the length of each and every document present in the train sequence. Now, once we have a list which is full of all the document lengths, okay, now we can use the max function to check what is the max length. So the max length is 189. That means there is one such document which has a length of 189. Now, would you like to perform padding with this length? Okay. Maybe you can perform padding with this length. But before that, I would like to show you something else. Now, I will be calling this quantile function on the doc length, which is our list, a list of all the length. And I'll keep the quantile at 95%. And you will be really shocked to see that 95% of the documents, their length is not more than 33, right? 95% of the documents, their length is not more than 33. For a safer side, you can also check 99%, and you will be again shocked to see that 99% of the documents, their length is not more than 51. And you can see that the gap, the difference between 189 and 51 is huge. So if I take a max length of 51, then I have to sacrifice remaining 1% of the documents, which is fine, right? So rather than going for 189 max length, we can go for 51 as the max length. And in that process, we will be sacrificing the remaining 1% of the documents, which is absolutely fine. So here we perform padding using this object called sequence, sequence.pad sequence. We will pass the train sequence in that and the max length equal to max length, which is 51. And finally, this is how your train matrix looks like. So guys, all the steps, all the pre-processing steps we have done is on the training data. Now the same steps should be done on the testing data as well, but there is a small difference. That is, here we will not call the fit on text function. Okay, we will not call the fit on text function, right? The reason is the testing data might have new tokens, all right? And if testing data has new tokens, so that might create a conflict between the training data and the testing data, correct? So that's why rather than creating new tokens, we will be utilizing the same set of tokens. And using the same set of tokens, we will convert the testing data into sequence, the token sequence, right? So in this case, what will happen? Even if there are new tokens present in the testing data, those tokens will not be considered. Only the tokens which are present in the training data, only those tokens will be considered over here. So directly you will call this function called text to sequence. And then you will perform padding. And you can see that this is your test data or test matrix. So pre-processing is done on both training and testing data. Now the further steps will be continued in the next video.